I'm Susan Beesley and this is Chris, my husband.
We currently have a business called Alpine Ambiance. We've both been working as, I suppose you'd call us serial entrepreneurs for the last 25 years.
In Alpine Ambiance, this is our time and this is us achieving our special dream.
From 1991 we went skiing for the very first time, and we fell in love with skiing. We also fell in love with each other, which was
that's a nice bit.
A little bit of an aside, but we spent a couple of years going skiing for a couple of weeks a year out in the mountains, and we decided that we'd really love to have a place of our own out there.
It's a huge passion for us, but what we found each time we went away was complete rest, the serenity, the time to have a complete break away from everything, and we sort of took on board that idea that we wanted to share that with other people.
Off we went on a fantastic adventure. We ended up going on a few skiing holidays that year. I think it was 2005, and for each week we went, we'd go and spend a day with a property agent looking at properties, and they showed us what is now Chalet Passeu.
I can remember that day, and we arranged to meet the estate agents. We walked down the high street, which is our famous high street now, and we saw this property for the first time. The sun was shining, it was late March, there was still snow on the fields, snow on the ground, and we just looked at it and we looked at each other and we went, this is the one. People who owned the property before us, it had been in her family for 5 generations. They were a French couple, lovely couple, and we made some promises to them when we went to look at it that we would preserve that property for generations to come.
It was built in 1779, so that gives you some idea of how old it is, coming up 250 years.
Carve we were talking about, for example, which was where we said where the animals were originally kept. The actual curved ceilings of that are actually the fabric of the building. They are what holds the building together. They are the foundations.
It was a typical French 4-bedroom house built in this barn. We employed an architect and we said we want to build this chalet, and it's for the English and European market, and we want 6 or 7 bedrooms and a nice living space, all with bathrooms en suite. We had a team of, I don't know, must be 10 or 12 different guys who were all skilled in different areas, but the whole thing came together in the end, and it was absolutely fabulous. A little bit run over time, a little bit run over budget, but that's the way of the world. We had a viewing, and all the people from the village came round and had a look to see what we'd done, and we showed them inside. And
oh, they couldn't believe it, could they? Absolutely couldn't believe what we'd done.
So,
just so proud of what we brought to the village.
We made sure we used all local artisans, so all of the work was done by local people. If you're pursuing something, then you actually end up where you're going, and I think just having the goal at the end makes you get there.
What summarise it all, the most people say when they've stayed is, we have never stayed anywhere like this ever before, and they've written that down, and that is really special to us, because we know we've achieved for them what we've wanted to achieve, which is fantastic.